everybody. I'm Katie Arroyo.
And I'm Laura Manasowich.
And this is Pinky Promise. a podcast about growing up. We still haven't gotten that. Yeah, we did it. We're doing something. We have a very special guest this week. He is super, super funny. We have Gus Constantellis joining us. Hey, Gus.
Hi. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being here. So, Gus, I've done some shows with him, and he is hilarious. But also, he does this character, which is based loosely off of your mother, and it's just this wild Greek woman. And it's like my favorite thing to come out of the pandemic is that this has become like a regular bit that you do online, and it fucking kills me. So this has nothing to do with what we're talking about this week, but I am going to put Gus's socials in the show notes, and everybody, you need to go follow Gus because he kills me.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. It's so funny. I need to wash that wig.
Yeah. He has like a killer wig. You'd love it, Laura.
I love wigs.
Yeah. But we are not here to talk about Greek moms. We are here to talk about the very serious topic of losing your virginity.
Woo! Dun, dun, dun.
We all had it. We all lost it.
Can't find it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Some of us still have it.
Yeah, some of us still have it.
Some still.
Yeah.
Some still have it.
And that's okay.
Some of us never had it at all. Really.
Yeah. Some of us don't know where we lost it.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, Laura, you and I we've talked about ours like here and there, losing ours here or there in passing.
Yeah, it was just unceremonious. It was like, I'd love to not have this anymore. Can you just take this? Great. Okay. That's how that went.
Yeah, mine was very much like, if we could just like, can you take this off my hands? You don't need to call me tomorrow. And, I won't call you. We will continue to cross paths, and I'm going to pretend like this didn't happen, and it'd be cool if you did.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
It was very unromantic.
Mine was in France.
Oh, fancy.
Mine was international. Mine required a passport.
Wow. Mine was in a basement.
Likewise.
Well, mine was also in a basement. I'm just saying. It was also in a basement, but it just is in a basement in France.
I think, yeah. Same
so
shit.
French basement.
Basement.
Yeah. Instantly a classier affair.
For sure. I feel like Gus, how old were you when you lost your virginity?
I was late. I was 21.
Oh wow. Yeah. That's good though. I feel like realistically,
but I did hand stuff before that.
That's fine. Yeah. You're like, I'm not a prude.
And mouth stuff. It just happened.
Let
to be
the
when
record state.
Let the record state. My mouth was working its ass off. Well, but my ass wasn't working its mouth off.
Yeah.
Just my mouth was working its ass off. And
there was work that was being done.
There was work by my mouth that was being done, and some would compare it to being like an ass.
I feel like truly though, I do feel like any mouth stuff is like infinitely like harder to fake, or like that's so much more work. Mm-hmm. Like mouth stuff requires a skill, whereas like all the other holes are just like, I just have to be there.
Right. You know what? I have to agree with that. I actually think mouth stuff should be considered losing your virginity, and penetrative sex should just be third base.
I agree.
Really do.
I agree.
Yeah. I mean, I was leaps and bounds more afraid of mouth stuff than I was of regular sex. Like I was like, I feel like I could handle that. The other one gives me some worries.
Because there was like a job. It was a true job. Like that's a true job you have to do.
My main
you had to set an alarm. You had to get up for that.
My main concern was that I eat a lot of popcorn.
Oh.
It's a thinker. But yeah.
I'm like, my main main concern was that I truly thought blowjobs involved blowing for a while longer than I should have.
That's okay. That's okay. I think we just need better health, sex education in
I
this,
agree.
country.
Yeah, I agree.
And healthcare is a right.
Yeah. Start with the healthcare.
On a
Then
side
the
note,
health
but-
education.
And then
You need to have a healthy mouth. You need to have healthy genitals before you even start combining them.
before you figure out what you're supposed to do with them,
But yeah,
get them good.
I do feel like that stuff was so much scarier to me than just like penetrative sex. That's why I think I was just like, yeah, just like whatever. Let's just get that over. Let's wrap that up. Like,
And I feel like the other stuff is like not billed as like also normal. Like it's like, oh, well, you're whatever bad name if you do this, or like only whatever, and not like, oh no, like what, like people with healthy sex lives do all the things. But when you're a kid, it's like, what? And there's like no explanation that that's normal.
yeah. It is. I do notice that where they're just like a girl that gives blowjobs, I think was worse, like ranked as more scandalous than a girl that just had sex or penetrative sex, I want to say. So Gus, you were 21. So were you in a relationship with this person? You're like, did we have relations?
At what point between I was in a basement in France and like now were you like, oh, it must have been someone who was dating?
You know what? I was like, maybe the guy had a basement apartment.
No, it wasn't Ratatouille either. I'll tell you that much. No, he wasn't my boyfriend. I was in. Sorry, I just burped.
That's
because
okay.
I'm drinking a soda. I'm so disgusting.
You're like, I'm so shocked by that question that my body just.
I had to burp that question out. No, it was literally the day after my 21st birthday. I went to Montpellier with my friends at the time when I was in France and I was staying at an Airbnb in Montpellier, which, by the way, I don't know if you know this, but Montpellier is the second gayest city in all of France next to Paris.
I didn't know that.
So, you know. So it's also in southern France, so it's very hot during the summer too, and humid. And so I'm there, it's amazing, whatever. So then I Googled gay things to do in Montpellier, which is what, by the way, if you're at all queer, you've done that before in your life. You've been like gay bars in Brazil, gay bars in Mexico. All my searches are just like gay things to do in random places around the world. Like I literally Googled like gay things to do in New Zealand once because I was like, maybe there is gay things to do in New Zealand. They don't have COVID there, so there's definitely not gay things to do.
No,
there.
not right now.
So then I literally Googled it. It was a 6-minute walking distance away from my Airbnb, this bathhouse.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So I first of all made it there in 3 minutes. It did not take 6.
I was just gonna ask you though. I was gonna say, were you like afraid? So I would be like so intrigued, but so like, we're going in.
I didn't really know what a bathhouse was. I was like, okay, well, it's probably just like a sexy bar.
Yeah.
Where if you want to have sex, you can have the sex. But if you don't want to have sex, you don't have to have the sex. I don't know why I thought whatever I thought. Because then I should have known better the second I walked in, because I got there, I ran, and it took me, okay, so I had to ring a bell and they have to like buzz you in. And so they buzz you in and you pay like €12 or whatever it was. Maybe it was 7. I have no idea. And then they hand you a little towel and a Velcro wristband, like a little Velcro wristband, like you're going to like laser tag or something.
Like Disney.
Do you know what I mean?
You're going to gay Disney.
Yes, exactly. Like a little Velcro wristband, and there's a pouch in the Velcro wristband with a little condom and a little packet of lube, which is so nice.
That's actually so cute.
It's so, and you just have it on your little wrist, and then they give you your little locker key. So you go and you change out of your clothes, you put your little skimpy towel on, you get your little Velcro wristband on, you go. And so there is a bar area, and there's like like a sauna and like a steam room and then like a downstairs area. This is the basement I was talking about. And the basement is the Z Zone.
Mm.
And by the way, I just want to let everyone know this place is called like Concept with a K. This I just like just to call it out. And one time I was telling the story and my friend was just like, "Oh, I was just there like 2 weeks ago." And I was like, "You get the fuck out of here." Anyway,
Because he was like, I
so
Googled gay stuff, and that's what came
right.
up. Yeah.
I was in France and I Googled gay things to do. So I go downstairs to the Z Zone, and in the Z Zone is like a giant bed in the middle, and there's gay porn playing. And I just want to point out at this point, the song Believe by Cher is playing on the radio. And
Yes.
it feels like
Very.
it feels like you're at Cosmic Bowling in the 90s. Like it's so erotic, but you're like 7 years old. It's weird. Anyway, in like your brain, you're like, wait, shouldn't I be bowling? Anyway,
Yeah.
so what's happening?
You're like, where's
So then
pizza?
yes, where's the pizza? Where's the pizza party? Where's my participation trophy? So then I literally, there's a steam room and there's like a row of like little rooms in the back, like little cabin rooms
So you were
where you
all
can
by
go.
yourself, right? So
I was all by myself.
at this point, are you afraid or nervous or
I
just like,
was a little afraid, but I was like, well, what's going to happen to me? Like, no
yeah,
one's going to like, it's a sex club. Like, if anything happens, they have rules in place.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Like, this is probably a safer place to be,
yeah,
Yeah.
essentially,
yeah,
than like just going to a random basement. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
anyway, the way you did it, Katie.
I know.
Anyway.
I know.
I'm kidding.
I didn't even get a wristlet. I'm so mad.
Let me tell you that Velcro wristband. So then, okay, I like sit on this couch area and there's like a bed. And at this point, like Believe by Cher, gay porn. And there's like this really hot guy on the bed. And we lock eyes and we like looked away and we locked eyes again. And then we looked away and then we locked eyes again.
But now,
Which
okay,
is like
is he lounging? Like, what is he like? I picture
he's like
a
fully
little
naked on the
Okay.
bed.
And but
just,
just
on the
like
bed.
look, like is he laying on his side? Like, look at me. Like, what? I would have
No,
such a
he
tough
was
time waiting there. Like,
he
Well,
was
and I guess like
he was
is the bed like up for anybody, or is
Yeah.
it like at a club where you have to like reserve the banquette?
yeah, is it like a
Like,
no,
cabana?
it's up for everybody.
Okay.
It's up
Okay.
for everybody. He's laying down on his back and
Okay.
we locked eyes. And this is the open area of the Z Zone. And like behind this area is where the little rooms are. So just keep that in
Okay.
mind. So this is the public area. And in the corner of the other area is the sauna. Okay, so he's looking at me, we lock eyes, and then I walk over to him, I get on the bed, and we start making out, and then he like starts sucking my dick. And I was like, oh my God, this is so hot. And then I started getting scared because I was like, oh my God, what if he wants to fuck me? I don't want to bottom. I like can't bottom in this basement in France.
Yeah.
So then I was like terrified. So then he turned around and he spread his butt cheeks. And I was like, does he want me to top? This is wild. Okay. So at this point, the song When I Was Your Man by Bruno Mars starts playing, which is like a sad piano ballad. I don't know if you know that
Wow.
song, right?
Yeah.
It's so sad.
Wow.
So
It's a
then I
vibe
get,
killer.
it's a vibe killer. So then I get to my Velcro wristband and I open it up, right? And I get my condom out, and it was in the dark, so it took me like 8 hours. To put
Okay.
this
Yeah,
condom
okay.
on.
So I was
I had no
picturing like
idea.
YMCA lighting, but it's dark, like red light
It's like a red
district.
dark
Okay.
light, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was definitely picturing like public pool vibes, and then that's why I was like, would feel weird just like laying there in the public pool waiting.
No, it's just like
Yeah, okay.
red, and then just like gay porn, and
Yeah.
then like a semblance of a Cher music video going on in the back on another TV, like a little like TV from the 80s.
Yes,
Anyway,
okay.
so then I like put my condom on. It takes forever. I get my little lube on. And then I started fucking him. And at this point, I swear to God, Girl on Fire by Alicia Keys starts
Stop
playing.
it! No.
And I was like, that's me. I'm the Girl on Fire. This is my story. And I fucked him. And it took literally 10 seconds to come. It took
I
so
bet.
It was like, done. And then he turned around. And like Girl on Fire had barely finished the first chorus, let me tell you. And he turns around to me and he goes, "Oh, that's it?"
Yeah, I would be like, if something happened.
And I didn't know what to say because I like didn't speak French, so I was just like, "Oui, oui."
So at this point, is that the first words that you guys said to each other? Like,
Yes, that's
okay.
true. That is wow, that really so that's it was the first thing he said to me. That's really
So
I
you
never
can
thought about
understand
it
why
that
Katie
way.
thought this was a committed relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
So you guys were dating.
I've told so many people this story, and that has never been put in perspective the way that it has been put into perspective for me here today. So yes, so that's it.
That's
Okay,
crazy.
wow. I don't even know his name. His name is probably Jean Pierre.
It's
So
got to be
moving on.
something good. It's like
So
Claude.
then he started speaking like very quick French to me, and I was like, no, 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 English. And he goes, "Oh, do you want me to fuck you even though you came already?" And I was like, so then I like
Yeah.
finally looked around, right? And I looked around and I was like, the condom was still on.
How big is this guy? Like, is he a big guy or like a little guy? Because I feel like if it was a
He's like-
huge guy, I would be like, no, you know what? I'm good. I'd be like, I gotta
No,
go.
he was very average.
Okay.
And skinny, average
Okay.
skinny. So he like, okay, so I looked around and like, let me tell you, Girl on Fire had just started the second chorus.
Sure.
So you felt like, this is my song.
And the porn was playing. I had, you know what I mean? Like I had just turned 21. I'm in
Yeah.
the south of France. Like I'm in a bathhouse. I'm in a basement. And
Yeah.
two 75-year-old men are like jerking
Oh,
off
boy.
at the edge of the bed, watching me lose my virginity.
Oh my God.
And I was like,
God.
I was like, no, and then I ran away. I, like,
Yeah, that's what I would
literally
do.
ran with the condom still on, I ran away and I got into the locker and I like put my jeans on and like my whole outfit and I like the condom was still on and I like ran back to my Airbnb like again in 3 minutes, like with the condom still on. And I Skyped my best friend in America and I was
Oh
like,
my
guess what
God.
just happened? And he was like, did you just lose your fucking virginity? And I was like, yeah.
So
And then the next day when I hung out with my friends that I was with there, like I woke up and I saw them and one of them looked at me and they were like,
they just
did you
knew.
fuck last night? Did you fuck? And I was like, yes, I did. Yes, I did.
So
And then we
like,
saw that movie Bling Ring,
what?
which makes no sense. That has nothing to do with the story.
But it's a
that's what we
part
did
of that
day.
life.
Oh.
So,
Yeah.
So what time of day was it when you went to the bathhouse? Was it just like an 11 o'clock lunchtime thing?
No, it was like 9, 10 at night.
Oh, okay. I completely pictured this like a bright sunny day. I pictured you like Belle in Beauty and the Beast in the opening scene. And then you like get there and it's like sunny. And there's windows. Like, I pictured so much more light.
No, it's a sex dungeon.
So then, did you go back to the bathhouse?
No, but because I had to go, like I had to leave. Like I was only there for like 4 days.
Yeah, okay.
And you know what I mean? So I didn't like work up the courage. And then, but I did go. I flew to Greece like right after I was in France that summer to see my family. And I was staying with my family in Athens. And I went to a bathhouse in Athens and it was very late at night. And they like were calling me, wondering where I was.
And you're like, I'm busy. I'm visiting.
And, well,
like,
I had my phone
sorry,
in
I
the
fuck
locker,
now.
so I had no idea. Sorry, I get fucked now, bitch. Yeah, get off my dick, okay, family.
I'm
Okay,
an adult.
family. Yeah. Okay, my big fat Greek family. How about you choke up my big fat Greek dick?
You know how you talk to your family, you know?
Yeah, exactly like that. You know what I mean?
So when you went to the bathhouse, were you like where were your friends? Did they go out and then you were like, I'm just gonna hang at home, but like you knew what you were gonna do?
No, so it was three of my friends and they were all women and they were staying with my friend. My friend had an aunt, like a distant aunt that lived in that area.
Okay.
And the aunt was like totally cool with all of them staying, but only the women. And so I had to get an Airbnb.
Oh.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
I can't like, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna be like, I'm a faggot to this aunt. Do you know what I mean? Like I can't like I don't want to get into it.
Yeah.
And like I don't want to like I respected it. Like I will get an Airbnb. Don't worry, it's not a big deal. I want to come with you.
Right.
And it's fine because I got dick the whole time anyway.
Yeah, probably the best of both worlds. Because imagine if the aunt would be like, "Where are you going?"
I got all that dick choked in my big fat great gang.
I just so then like so they were at the like the aunt's house, and then were you just like, I'm bored, or like did you know what a bathhouse was? Like did you know to look it up, or were you just
No,
like go ahead?
No, I had no idea what it was. I was just
Okay.
like, I thought it was just like
A
I
club?
thought it was just like a sex, like a gay bar where sex happens.
Okay.
Is what I thought it was. I didn't think it was
Yeah.
like only for sex. And like obviously I should have thought that.
Yeah.
Like whatever. Because in America they after the AIDS crisis, they all became illegal.
Yeah.
So like in America we have no context of it really.
Because
so that's why I didn't know.
Truly, like I thought a bathhouse was I thought I pictured it like the YMCA, but I just pictured like everyone was naked, and kind of the same thing that you were saying. I thought bathhouses were like relaxing, but like you could have sex if you wanted to. I didn't understand it was like, no, we're straight up like we're going there to have sex. Like
you fuck,
yeah,
and you can take a bath if you want.
yeah, exactly, exactly.
If you wanted to just go and watch and just like chill out, like you could do that.
Yeah.
It's just like, you know what I mean? But like you're mostly gonna fuck. Like
yeah. I just in my mind the bath was the priority. And then I was like, okay, yes, I see.
I'm sorry, but that's just like what turning 30 is, though.
Yeah. That's just what happens. I went to I was like 22 or so. Yeah, or whatever. I was like 21 or something. And I went to New Orleans, and I wanted to do everything. Like I made a guy friend go with me to there was like an old school like porn theater, which is basically like a movie theater, but it would play porn. And I was like, we need to go. I just need to like see it, and I just want to see like what it is or whatever. And so when we were in New Orleans, there was a club that had like a back room, and the bouncer was like, you don't.
I love New Orleans. Sorry.
Me too. It's my favorite city.
I gave a hand job in a bar every single night I was in New Orleans. I was there 4 nights. I gave 4 hand jobs.
You're working. You don't go on vacation, you go to work.
I love that place.
Yeah, well, I was like, you're not going to tell me I don't want to go in this room. And the guy was like, no, I think a girl like you doesn't want to go in this room. And I was like, well, now I'm going in the room. So I like opened the door, walk in, and it was just like you were saying it was just like, it wasn't gay or straight. It was just like all like this menagerie of people, and it was all red lights. And I was just like, oh. And I like did a lap around the room, and I was just like, hello, yes, hi. And these people are just like banging. And then I was like,
can I get you another drink?
Yeah, like I was like, I have to stay in here long enough to like, I'm not just gonna turn around because I can't prove the guy right. So I just like walked around and I did a lap like while everyone's just like fucking in all these corners, and I was just like sipping my margarita or like strawberry daiquiri, and I was like, good day, yep, okay, have a great night. And then I like walked
Good
back
day.
out, and he was like,
Did you walk out and tell it was the guy like I told you so?
yes, and I was like, all right, you win.
Katie's never had nicer manners than when doing a lap at the sex club.
Yeah.
Like, good day.
Good day,
Pleased to
sir.
meet you.
Well, wow, nice underpants. Those are great. You look wonderful.
Nice underpants.
But I was just like, oh, so that's just like a thing that happens like in the back room of a bar. In the front of the bar was normal. Like it wasn't like there was nothing indicating that this like sex room was behind this bar. So I was just like, well, I have to see it. That solves it. I have to see it. So you ran away, so obviously you didn't have like romantic thoughts for this person, because you know how when people lose their virginity, they always like want it to be this magical like storybook. Like I didn't have intensely romantic feelings for the person that I lost my virginity to, but I felt like I was supposed to, kind of thing. You know, like, and I think that probably happens more for women. But did you have any like, part of me feels like anytime I've had a vacation hookup, I always like pretend like I when I was younger, I would like be like, maybe we could have been something, but like I don't even like the person.
Katie, I will tell you the truth. I don't even remember his face.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
I don't at all. So when you ask me about romantic feelings,
Yeah, you were like,
no,
no. Nothing.
The answer, I don't think so. I don't really think so.
So
I'm sure he was very nice.
Yeah.
He didn't speak, like, he barely spoke English, and I barely spoke French.
Yeah,
so,
you made it work.
yeah. I made it work. He did nothing really.
So were you like antsy to lose your virginity on that trip, like, or at that time?
No, I think it just happened. I think I was like 21, and I was like, you know what? I was on that trip, and I was just like, fuck it. Because I was
Yeah.
gonna be gone. I left it like I left like June 1st, and I came back like August 1st. So I was gone for 2 months, and like just like didn't give a fuck. So I was like, I'm just gonna go crazy. And like by go crazy, I like lost my virginity, went to one other bathhouse, and then just like didn't do anything other than that. Like it was like, and then like never drank or never did anything other than that. So whatever.
You got it all out with that one. Were you drunk when you went to the bathhouse, or were you sober?
No, because I wasn't drinking at the time. Like I was all like, I don't like drinking. Now I'm like, you know.
I feel like that must have been so scary, being dead sober and just walking in and being like, all right, we're making some choices tonight.
But you know what? I have to say, Believe by Cher like really set the vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because when you walk in anywhere and Believe by Cher is going on, like you're gonna just be like, all right, it's safe.
I feel fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
she's with me.
The song is, yes, she's with me.
And then to have This Girl's on Fire, I feel like you would be like, I just have to do it because I need to. Like,
yeah. So really, Bruno Mars was the only red flag there, but it was,
I know.
you know.
I know.
And so the next bathhouse you went to was in Greece.
Yes, and I had a bit of a threesome. I really went from like losing my virginity to like having a threesome in a week, and that is what I call being gay.
Yeah.
The accelerated path.
Did you have partners when you were growing up, like when you were younger than that, and then you guys were just like holding off?
Not really.
Yeah.
Just not really. No, I didn't. No, in fact, my boyfriend that I live with now, that I've been with for 2 years, is like my first real boyfriend.
Okay.
That, wasn't like someone I consider a boyfriend because it's easier to say than like, someone I grew feelings for that didn't really reciprocate, that I like dated for 3.5 months and then like ended up nowhere because I paid for all these dinners that I then later wrote off in tax season because they were now business dinners. Fuck that guy. You know what, Thomas? Fuck you, Thomas.
Fuck Thomas. But thanks for the tax breaks. Yeah, I feel like we talked to another male comic who he didn't lose his virginity until he was like 23 or so, and he said that he was like that was something that was at the forefront of his thought process all the time, was like, I don't want to be a virgin anymore.
Yeah.
And like since the time he was like 16 or so, he was like, okay, I want to try to lose it, or like, how do I lose it or whatever. I think it probably is maybe harder for straight guys. I don't know. Like, do you think it's harder for probably straight guys to lose their virginity?
Oh, you know what? Straight guys love saying how fucking hard it is. All you have to be is fucking decent. Like,
that's fair.
Always like, it's so hard. You have to talk to them. You have to get to know them. Like, do a little bit of work. They're like, it's so easy for gay guys. All you do is Grindr and you fucking get fucked. I'm like, no, I don't. Like, you know what? It takes work to be gay. It's not just easy being gay. Like, I can't just show up somewhere and be like with my poop butt ready to go, motherfucker. Like, literally, all you have to be is considerate, and you can't even go that far, and you're pissed about it. Like, it is not that hard to get laid. Fuck you, straight dudes. Like, it's so, oh my God, it makes me so angry.
Yeah,
because they
Julie,
always say that. It's
take
something
your
you always
special boy
hear.
hat off for 1 minute.
Yeah, like it's not hard anyway. But I will say, I think what it was, I wasn't like rushing to lose my virginity because I was terrified of STDs. Like it was like
Yeah.
and I think all gay men have this, like where like HIV is like such a stigma
Yeah.
and such a like big part of like a gay person's life that like once you're like once you come out, then it's like, oh my god, I'm scared that I'm going to get HIV and die. And I'm
Yeah.
sure that like it's very different now. Like I think if you are growing up now as a gay person, you're probably like not even worried that much about that. But like in my time period, it was like I was born in 92, so it was like
Yeah.
still very much like the end of that AIDS crisis, and like, still there is an AIDS crisis, whatever, but
Mm.
like um it was just like I was horrified. I was like, "Oh
Yeah.
my god, what if I have this the first time I have sex, I get HIV, and then I'm like, that's a death sentence, even though it's not." And I
Yeah.
was so horrified because I just didn't know any better. And now I'm like, "Oh my god, how silly I was to be
Right.
worrying about that." But like it is such a
It
thing
was
that like
at
a lot
that
of gay men I think experience.
Yeah, I was just gonna say at that time I was like, I'm gonna get AIDS. For like everybody thought they were gonna get it, and now like now people can take PrEP. You know what? Like there's certain things that
Yeah.
just didn't even exist at that time. Yeah, I remember my thing was I thought I was gonna get gonorrhea. Like I don't even know. I think I maybe know like 2 people that have gotten it, and I was just like, I'm gonna get gonorrhea. Like I don't know why.
Yeah. All those blowjobs I was given, I was like, "Oh my god, I have herpes." I
Yeah,
even went to the
herpes.
doctor one time, like, panicked because I had a panic attack on the subway, and I was like, "I think I have herpes. I think I have HIV." And they were like, "From a blowjob? Give me a fucking break." They're like, "No, get the fuck out." Even the doctor was like, "You're being crazy, Gus. Get out."
It was
I
like,
just had
take a
like
minute.
intense pregnancy fear. I mean, I don't think that goes away, but like, and like, even before I was like even active, it was like, well, toilet seats will give you something you can never get rid of. Like, there's just no fucking truthful information besides like being told to be afraid of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I was
There
definitely
really needs to be better sex ed in
yeah.
this country.
Like our
Going back
school
to
did
that.
it. Yeah, no, but truly like our school did a decent job at it. As far as like we knew about like they had a whole big thing for the whole class to at least talk about stuff, and I believe they passed out condoms. I can't remember. But like we knew about Planned Parenthood. Like I knew a ton of girls that was like where people got their birth control from. But I will say we were like terrified. We were definitely terrified of herpes. Like everyone was just like anything on someone's mouth. We were like, I think they have herpes. And it was just like,
Which it's like they probably did
Yeah.
because 98% of people have herpes.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh my god, whatever.
yeah.
It's terrifying though.
I also didn't understand that it would like go away. Like, you know what I mean? Like I was like,
Right.
in my mind,
Yep.
when someone got herpes, it was like their whole mouth turned into a giant wart. And they were like, that's just my life now is I have this wart. So
Yeah.
like, I'm like, I must have been like
Yeah.
passing notes in that health class because I think they were very open about like teaching us stuff, but they were very open about like, they showed us like, vaginas that had not been treated for diseases. You know what I mean? Like something that you could just take an antibiotic for, and they showed it to us, and we were all like, "Oh shit!" Like, okay, we don't want that. Like, we don't want whatever.
Yeah,
that is.
the only thing that you can catch is the worst level of anything that's out there. There's no like prevention. There's no treat it early so it doesn't.
Yeah,
So it becomes
nothing
nothing. It's like
happens,
no,
yeah.
if you get it as bad as it's ever been gotten, and probably
you will
worse.
die. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I feel like for us, yeah, we were definitely learning. We were definitely afraid. I think for me, I was more afraid of getting pregnant. But having sex was like, okay, that was a big nightmare. It was like, oh God, I hope I don't get pregnant. And then, but
Me too.
that's why you ran away. You were like, I can't be a dad.
You know this story.
Do you believe in love after love? No.
That must
The
have felt so great.
French basement. I had something very different in mind than what the story was, and the story was so much better. I was like, "Oh, it's the same basement It's Katie and
Yeah.
I, just French. But this is a very different
I
basement.
thought you were
than
going to be
think.
like on a futon.
Oh, in a basement? In a
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that's not how it was.
Yeah,
It was
but,
kind of.
but
I
the,
mean, it might have been a futon, but I don't know.
but you had a geriatric spectator section.
I know. How did
which
you
is
feel
very
about that?
different.
Like, would
You know, that was for me a little gross. Like sometimes I tell that part of the story, and sometimes I don't, depending on how I feel. I usually tell it, but I'm just saying, like, it's a little
Yeah.
gross. I mean, it's sometimes it like I think they stare at me in the middle of the night in the corner of the room.
Yeah. Like, did
Sure.
you notice them the whole time, or were you like
No,
finishing?
I really didn't notice them
Yeah.
until I had finished. Which I mean, again, I came in like 10 seconds. They could have gotten there like second 8.
Yeah. I feel like you're so in your own head about it that I would probably not notice anything until I was done either, and then I'd be like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
And like, were they together, or were they like two independent men that were just like happened to be?
They were two independent
Okay.
figures that were
Mm.
just standing. Like I
Yeah.
think it's-
Yeah, I think that would be a bit much for me. Because
Yeah.
I'd be like, you were invited to this. Like me and the bed
Right.
guy, we made an arrangement. Like we made eye
We
contact.
locked eyes.
Yeah.
Okay, 3 times. Okay.
Yeah.
Me and Jean-Pierre made a pact over here.
Did you make eye contact with anybody else before him, or was he the first one?
No, because it wasn't really that packed.
Okay.
I think it got packed later in the day or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it was like maybe I think it was like also like a Wednesday, and I was just like, who the fuck is out here?
Yeah.
On my dick? Like the creepy American of the
Yeah.
West brand.
Sure.
Anyway. But I just, I wanted some dick.
Yeah. I feel
and
like
I got it.
yeah. And then you didn't have to worry about him like spreading rumors about you in school. All the things that women have to worry about in high school. I feel like what the hell was I gonna say? I feel like in some ways the bathhouse is like the way to go, because if you don't have like a relationship going on, then and you are like anxious to lose it. Like, did you feel relieved when you lost it? Or were you just like, oh, I got this out of the way?
A little bit. I mean, I guess it was like, such a weird thing. I was just like, I just figured that like as soon as as a gay man, like was like got out of my parents' house, that
Yeah.
all I would do was just start fucking, and like that it's kind of
Right.
what happened. And I just assumed it was just like happened a little earlier than I think it was intended.
Yeah. Did you come out at like an early age or a younger age? Like,
No, because I came out at 20, and then I came out to my mom, to my
oh,
dad, and then I came out at 21 to my mom.
okay.
So it was like I had really just come out to my mom at that point. And so it was like a few months later, I was like, I'm gonna fuck to
Yeah.
Alicia Keys,
Yeah. You're like, this girl is on fire right now.
Yeah, right. You see me, mom? Get ready.
So did your dad kept it, did he keep it like a secret for a year?
He did.
And they're together?
Mhm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Good kudos to your dad.
I know. He was like, don't tell your mom, it's gonna start World War III. And I was like, I got you. And then one day I just like woke up and I was feeling cocky, and I was like,
Yeah.
I'm fucking gay. I was like making bagels. Like we were like I was making coffee and like eating breakfast. And I was like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm gay. And my mom was just like, what? Like, and then just started sobbing. And I was like, oh, well, I have to get to class. So like,
We gotta wrap this up.
hurry it up. Let's go. Speed it up. Come on. But so I was late. I was like an hour late to class. It was really bad. But she was just like going at it. But now she's really cool with it.
Yeah.
It took her a long time, but
Yeah. Well, she's like traditional too.
Yeah.
Because my dad is Mexican immigrant, and when he found out that I was with a woman, he was like, he called me, and I had just started bringing her around. Like, I was just like, we're gonna skip this like coming out thing, and she's just gonna like be around. And then my dad, like, she came to the house for like the 100th time, and like we had dinner with my parents, and then on the way home he called me and he was like, hey, is that like your girlfriend? Like, are you dating her? And I was like, yeah. And he just goes, okay, I love you. And I was like, love you too. And then he was like, I'll talk to you later. Yeah. It was like, yeah.
Oh,
But like you could tell he did like struggle with it a little bit, but he was just like as cool with it as you could be while also having been raised like Mexican Catholic. Like, you
yeah.
know, like whatever. But so I feel like for your mom too, if she's like traditional, that is like hard. And then they're like, oh yeah, it's actually doesn't matter at all. And then they're fine.
Yeah.
But so you didn't waste
Yeah,
any
no,
time. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I wasted no time. Oh, no, sorry.
No, that's okay. Did you feel like having not come out until you were 20, which is still pretty early too, were you just like, now that I'm out, like this is it, I'm losing it, I'm not hanging out of this virginity?
I mean, it's always the trajectory, I think, of gay men to just like come out and then fuck for like 2 years and like have their fuck days. Because like usually it's either they like find a boyfriend, come out, and then like either that's their life partner for like a life or like a long time. And then, or it's just like fuck, and then they settle down a little bit. Because like, and I had waves. Like sometimes you have waves. Like I had it when I first came out, and then I moved to LA, and it was a little bit, and then it was like it dropped off because no one in LA found me attractive because I'm married, and people in LA suck. And then I moved back to New York, and that first year back in New York, it was like fuck town. It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was amazing. And then now I have this boyfriend, and then so it's still fuck town.
Yeah. But just
it's
one
population
guy.
2 instead of 100 something, you know?
Yeah. That's awesome. No, I love it. I certainly, like Laura, I was picturing a different basement. But I love this basement so much more.
I love telling that story, and honestly, everyone's always like, but do you kind of regret losing your virginity like that to someone that like you didn't really love? And it's like, not really. I think it's a great story. Like, I don't know the motherfucker's name. It's like the opposite of every story you hear. It's like crazy.
I love it.
And then the way I lost my bottom virginity, because it's like the first time I ever got fucked was also a rando. It was like I went back home, and it was like some random dude that lived in my parents' neighborhood. I went on Grindr. He was like much older and had like a huge dick, and I was gonna bottom. And oh my god, I took it like a champ, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Was that shortly was that right after you came home from the trip? So like a couple months?
I mean, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I would be like, let's just talk. I'd be like, where are my jeans? I feel like, I don't know, the bathhouse story is like fun to me. Like, and you don't have to worry about harping on being like the one that got away or, you know, whatever. That's just like to me, that's like fun. But
yeah,
I think it's only fun if you think it's fun.
I'm going to follow your lead on if it's fun or not.
To me, it's fun, but I want to make sure you think it's fun too. So Gus, where can people find you?
Oh, everyone can find me at Constantly Gus on all the social media platforms that exist, and some of them that don't. And
and in the bathhouse, not in the bathhouse.
And you can find me at Le Concept Sauna. It's in Montpellier.
Wednesday around noon.
Find me with my Velcro wristband. Let's go.
I wish. Did you save the wristband? You should have saved it.
No, you have to give it back.
Oh,
it's
really?
the whole thing. Yeah, you got to check out. You got to bring your lock back, your towel. You got to put your Velcro wristband back, and then they gave me a free pass to go again.
Oh wow!
Which they must have been watching me in the cameras and been like, "Oh,
he's busy." Yeah,
he looks like he lost his virginity. He can come back.
Yeah. I like that they make you give the wristband back like a pool towel.
Yeah, pretty much. Mm-hmm.
It was like a lengthy running away process to like get dressed, return your wristlet. Like, I'm trying to jet. I just throw the wrist.
There was a line. I was like, hello, I gotta go. My condom's still on.
Yeah. I cannot lose this in my pants. Please, just wrap this up. Move it along. I love it. So we will put all of Gus's socials in the show notes so you guys can find him. And as always, you can find us at Pinky Promise Pod we're on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You can email us at pinkypromisepod@gmail.com. And be sure to keep liking and subscribing and sharing with your friends. And thank you guys so much. We'll see you next week.
Thanks. Bye.